Welcome back, dears. Today we will continue with adverbs, and I hope you remember the portions I have taught you in the previous video. So let me quickly rewind all those things. So first thing I told you about adverbs. Okay, an adverb is a word that adds something more to the meaning of a verb. Fine. And an adverb can modify a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. And we can divide the adverbs into three categories: simple adverbs, interrogative adverbs, and relative adverbs. And in the last video, I have explained about the relative adverbs. Relative adverbs are the adverbs we are seeing in a sentence, that is always the WH words. And the WH words includes how, when, where, why, what, which, and who. So these words will be there, and almost in all the sentences we can see these words in the middle of the sentence acting as an adverb. Then you can easily say that it is a relative adverb. Okay, and most probably we can see these adverbs just after the antecedent. So you might be worried, what do you mean by an antecedent? So let me tell you about what is an antecedent. Okay, an antecedent is a word, is the word that a pronoun indicates in a sentence. An antecedent is the word that a pronoun indicates in a sentence. When I am giving the example, you will understand. See, I am saying the example. Susan arrived late because traffic held her up. Susan arrived late because traffic held her up. Here what is a pronoun? Her is a pronoun. So instead of Susan, we have used a pronoun there, her. Okay, the pronoun her refers to and takes its meaning from Susan. So Susan is the antecedent of her. Okay, so the antecedent of her is Susan. We have replaced Susan with her. So we can say Susan is the antecedent of her. So in a sentence, always after the antecedent, we can say the relative adverbs. Most probably it will be preceding the antecedent. Okay, and it is always a WH family words seen in the middle of a sentence preceding the antecedent. Fine. For example, if I am saying, it is just the time when we leave for office. It is just the time when we leave for office. Here, the time is an antecedent referred to when. Okay, we are mentioning about the time. And so we can say time is an antecedent of when. And so when is a relative adverb. Don't worry about antecedent. You can easily find out a relative adverb by finding a WH word almost in the middle of the sentence. Then you can easily say it is a relative adverb. So now I hope you understood about relative adverbs thoroughly. And now we can focus on the next adverb, that is interrogative adverb. So the word interrogation itself shows that it is asking a question. Interrogation means asking a question, probing a question. So these adverbs will always make a question. And it is also the WH adverbs, WH words, and it will be seen in the beginning of the sentence. It will be making the question. Okay. So when the WH words, when, how, where, why, and the phrases formed with the help, how many, how much, how often, how long, all these words are used to ask questions, then they are called interrogative adverbs. Okay. And it will be answering to the questions like place, time, reason, manner, degree, quality. It will be answering these questions. So for example, if I am saying, how will he pay off its debts? How will he pay off its debts? So I am asking the manner in which he is going to pay his debts. So there how is the interrogative adverb. It is seen at the beginning of the sentence and it is a WH word. How is also a WH word. Next, when do migratory birds reach India? When? So it is asking about the time. Again, it is a WH word and is seen in the beginning of a sentence making a question. So we can easily say it is an interrogative adverb. So the basic difference between interrogative and relative adverb is that interrogative adverbs will always be seen in the beginning of a sentence, and that sentence will be an interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence means a sentence that is ending with a question mark. Fine. But a relative adverb, the WH word will be seen in the middle of the sentence, almost in the middle of the sentence. So this is the easiest method to remember these two adverbs. And now we can go through simple adverbs. Even though the word is very simple, it is having different branches. Okay. So simple adverbs we can again classify into different varieties. And the first type is adverb of place. We can start with place. Okay. Adverb of place are the words that indicate the place or site of an action or being. See, if I am saying one example, then you will easily find it out. For example, if I am saying, due to floods, there was water everywhere. Due to floods, there was water everywhere. So I am asking the question, where was water? I will get the answer everywhere. So when we are asking a question where, what answer we are getting? That is the adverb of place. So adverb of place we will get with the help of the question where. Okay, place where. Next we are having adverb of time. Adverb of time, it tells about the time of action. Okay, for example, the boys are sleeping now. When are the boys sleeping? When are the boys sleeping? We can say now. So it answers the question when. So place answers where, time answers when. Next one, adverb of frequency. Frequency means it indicates how often an action takes place or took place. Okay. So I am saying the example, she visits her friend occasionally. So I am asking how often her friends visit her. So we can say the answer occasionally. So this answer will be there with the help of the question how often. Adverb of frequency we have to ask how often. Then we will get the answer. Fine. Next one, adverb of degree. Adverb of degree means it is showing the intensity of an action and answers the question how much. How much? The intensity, the level of an action. Example, he almost fell asleep when the movie ended. So when we are asking how much he fell asleep, we can get he almost fell asleep. So there almost is the adverb of degree. Okay. So we have covered adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of frequency, then adverb of degree. And now we can focus on adverb of manner. It tells about the way an action takes or took place or the manner in which it took place. It tells about the way an action took place or the manner in which it took place. And it answers the question how or in what manner an action is done. For example, the prince fought bravely in the battle. How the prince fought in the battle? Bravely. And one more thing is here, this adverb of manner, 90% of the words will end with the suffix ly. Bravely, sincerely, honestly, all these words will be coming under adverb of manner. the words that are ending with ly will be always adverb of manner. But it doesn't mean that only the words ending with ly is adverb of manner. There are another examples also. For example, if I am saying this sentence, I can balance academics and sports well. So I will ask the question, how can you balance academics and sports? So we will get the answer well. See, that is not ending with the suffix ly, but it is also an adverb of manner. But you can keep in mind the words that is ending with ly, this will be always adverb of manner. Next type is adverb of reason. It is very simple. The words which connect the logical or rational conclusion in an argument, or it is giving a reason for something, then we can say it is an adverb of reason. He passed the exam, so he will get a chocolate. So why he will get a chocolate? He passed the exam. So I have used a so he will get a chocolate. There so is the adverb of reason. Fine. And the last type of adverb is adverb of affirmation or negation. Affirmation means it is a positive sense, positive aspect. Okay. And negation means negative aspect. So adverb of affirmations are the words which express affirmation or positive aspect of an action. For example, I am asking you, could you please help me? Then you are saying, yes, I can. There, yes is the adverb of affirmation. And if I am asking you, could you please help me? Then you are saying, no, I am busy. There, no is the adverb of negation. It is showing the negative aspect of an action. Then we can say it is an adverb of negation. So, yes is an adverb of affirmation and no is an adverb of negation. Surely is an adverb of affirmation. Then no way is an adverb of negation. Many words are there. It is showing yes or no. Okay, it is having the same meaning like yes or no. We can say it is adverb of affirmation or adverb of negation. So I hope you understood the kinds of adverb very clearly, and if you have any doubt, without any hesitation, ask to me and clear it as early as possible.